Hello, and welcome to the channel Gaming Like a Noob. I'm the Noob, and I call myself Sansomi. And let me start out by saying, if you're not subscribed to the channel, please do so. It would help me out a lot. To the people that are subscribed, thank you very much. And now let's get on with this episode, because we have 3 cup games to play today. First one is away in the League Cup, or the Carabao Cup, against Chelsea. Then we're going to have to face Wrexham in the FA Cup. And then we're going to play the home leg against Chelsea. So I'm thinking, since we have Wrexham and hopefully can rest a couple of players in that FA Cup game, I am going to try and see if I can put my very best team out against Chelsea here today. Because winning the League Cup would be fun. We have the new signing, Tariq Lamptey, is cup tied, so he's not allowed to play for me here. That's unfortunate. And it doesn't look like Diogo is back. There he is, still injured. He is going to leave us after this season. And we have just sold Gerardo, so he can't play either. So who am I going to play on that right defense position? That's going to be a conundrum today. That's not good. I'm thinking maybe Luke Shaw. I mean, yes, he's a left defender, but maybe he can play. He's not good at all, though. But hopefully he will be better than a lot of other players there. Let's see what Davies. He's just as crappy in that position. So let's stick to Shaw there. And we want to play a good side. Otherwise, Sancho, Bellingham, Bruno, Mbappe, Haaland, Adeyemi, yes, all are better players. We need to find Alessandro Garnacho is eligible. Already involved in another match at the same day. All right. So let's bring in Faulkner there then. Then we need someone for Tariq Lamptey. Now I'm thinking maybe I should bring... No, let's take... wait a minute. Let's see. Kenneth Taylor. Can't he be a decent right defender? Let's see. Well, no. He's not even half a star. So better with Luke Shaw. But we do have... bring him as a substitute there then. And of course Haaland together with Adeyemi feels like the best striking partners. Rashford on the bench, but Šeško is there as well, yes. Good. I think we're going to kick off this game and see what we can do. And most of these players, if I can, is going to be rested against Wrexham in the FA Cup then, so that we will have this better team to be able to play in the replay game against Chelsea at Old Trafford. But let's first start out by trying to get something good out of this game. Away against, let's show him into wiki, against Chelsea in the Carabao Cup semi-final. First leg. Come on, United. And Chelsea is being managed by Zinedine Zidane. But we want to win this anyway. Let's see here. They come on our left side, but no, on our right side. Yeah, I could imagine them doing that, putting pressure on Luke Shaw, being completely out of position, so to speak. It's Mbappe. Gets it to Davies, to Fernandes. Fernandes finding Haaland. Haaland finding... We take the lead with 1-0 after just 2 minutes play. Bagaboom! Good start. Very good start. so pleased with that. We're starting to get into an interesting situation here, because we are into spring now, into January I should say, and we are getting games that means a lot, cup games and league games that could secure our... Oh, good save by De Gea. Cup games that we need to win, of course, or we are out of the tournament, and league games that could give us an early champions, become champions early, and being able to use a lot of young players and stuff like that at the end of the season, and use our best teams in the cup games and stuff like that. So yeah, but we want to secure everything first, so we're still going to be, our main target will be the league, because I always find that is the... Whoa, Bruno Fernandes! 2-0 for Manchester United. I'm sorry about my throat today. I don't know why, but it's really not good. So I beg your pardon about the constant clearing of my throat. I will try to do my best to hopefully get it to stop. But it's just as well that I apologize already now. Here comes Lukaku. De Gea saves. Brilliant, De Gea. Thank you very much. Would of course be very nice if he could have a brilliant season as well. I think we could see that Lamptey looking to be a really good player, so that was a good signing. It is now all done that Diogo Dalot will leave this summer. He signed a contract. I don't remember who he signed for, but he has decided to leave us. I tried to negotiate the contract. He blanked out, denied. He said absolutely not. I don't know why, but that's the way it is. So we're going to lose him. So we really should try to find yet another right defender, because we can't be depending on Lamptey for the entire season, for the entire next season. He can't be the only right defender we have in our team that can play against the better team, or teams I should say. Dang, how close. Here comes Chelsea. They're trying. I must give them that. We've been struggling now the last couple of minutes here, but I'm hoping that we will still be able to get control of this game again. Oh, Lukaku is through again, and good save by De Gea again. Very good save by De Gea. Doing a job there. Sancho, Shaw, long ball to Haaland. Here comes Haaland. And well, that's the way. I like it. Bruno Fernandes with the corner, and Haaland. Oh, dang it! Fernandes playing really good today. That's good to see. Less good to see that Bellingham is not having a very good game today. That's a bit sad. Sancho's tired. Sancho's not going to be playing against Wrexham, I guess. Just gonna have to see who we have available. If I remember after this game, I will try to make sure that Stoke Bridge, Morgan Pearce, don't play if there is a under 18 game that collides with the game against Wrexham. Let's get our second half on the way here. And yeah, no badly tired players, but we have Sancho haven't been playing very well today. That's sad. Here's Haaland. To Shaw, to Bellingham. Back to Shaw, back to Bellingham, back to De Ligt. Bellingham, Fernandes, trying to reach Mbappe, and he gets it into Adeyemi, and Adeyemi goes down. But no penalty. I can see that being the right decision by the referee. Chelsea with a goal kick, going all the way down to De Gea. So Varane to Davies, to Mbappe, to Davies. Davies, move along the side here, gets it in, and there's Sancho. That could really have been something to raise his average rating if he scored there. So that's sad. Shaw to Sancho. Sancho to Bellingham. Bellingham to De Ligt. To Varane. To Fernandes. To Adeyemi. To Mbappe. Mbappe. Oh. I am sorry. I'm not doing it on purpose. I am trying to control myself to not do it, and then it just ends up being something you do by sheer reflex, trying to clear your throat when something is in the way there, so to speak. So let's see if there's anybody that can come in for Sancho. We do have nobody that can play on the right side of the midfield. Well, maybe Kenneth Taylor could, but yeah. So I guess he'll have to stay on. Oh, Adeyemi makes it 3-0! Ho-ho! Let's bring in Christian Eriksen. Let's bring in Niklas Seiwald. And let's see if we can't bring in Shola Shortire as well. Yes, all three of them should be coming on. Sure. Seiwald. Trying to reach. Oh, it does reach Adeyemi at the end. Here's Haaland through and oh. 3-0 on away turf. This is going to be hard for Chelsea to turn this around, that's for sure. Especially since we're going to rest a lot of players in the next game as well. Hopefully they have a better team to try and beat in the FA Cup than we have, so that they can't rest too many of their star players, and in that situation we will face a little more tired team as well in the next round, in the next leg. And being 3-0 up, going to Old Trafford, I don't want to say that we are through to the next round or to the final, but of course it looks very, very promising. And a lot of negative things has to happen for us to lose out on the final in the Carabao Cup. That's nice. That's freaking nice. De Ligt, De Gea, trying to reach Adeyemi. Now I don't have to put in. I can do some other things here. I can risk having perhaps some good players. Haaland. Adeyemi, Eriksen, but I think he was offside. I think he was offside, to be honest. Yeah, it's been disallowed. That's sad, but we'll have to take that. I thought he was offside as well. You can see there, yes. Clearly offside. But yeah, 3-0, that's a good result. I'm happy with that. And yeah, Maybe I can use some... Whoa! Ericsson gets that goal anyway! What a screamer and what a curvy ball that was, and the goalkeeper just stood there. That was a gorgeous goal by Christian Eriksen. So 4-0. This is interesting. Davis, short tire, gets it to Seiwald, to Eriksen, and here he just shoots from there and it curls itself in there beyond the goalkeeper. Really good. 4-0. 89th minute, and we have a leg to play at home as well. Here's Haaland through, and Haaland, ooh. The more goals we scored here, the less chance that they can come back in Manchester in a week, the next week. So this is good. Corner from Eriksen, and no, gets away. Varane. Eriksen, Adeyemi, Eriksen, and of course the possibility to use a couple of players, some youth players that can hopefully get some play time and get some experience in against the Premier League team. That's going to be gold worth as well. The important thing is I'm certainly not going to make too many changes. Because I don't want to lose, I don't want to go out of the Carabao Cup after having a 4-0 lead, so to speak. So, but I guess I'll just see you in the next one, which is an FA Cup game. And so we're here, time for the FA Cup game against Wrexham. And I just found out that the manager in Wrexham is the manager that in real life is making some great success with Middlesbrough. That's right, Michael Carrick. But let's get into this. Let's see what players we are going to rest and so on and so forth. We can't use Seiwald, which is a bit of a disappointment. Luke Shaw is injured. And but everybody should be able, I should be able to use just about anybody. So let's start by next match only and then go into clear, entire team. Then we go up, and I think goalkeeper. We want to play with David De Gea. He will not get tired. Right defender. That will, of course, be Lamptey, who's back. He can't play against Chelsea anyway, so he can just as well play here today. Central defenders. I definitely don't want to play with Varane since he's in need of a rest, but I'm thinking De Ligt and Anel to be the central defenders today. And as a left defender, let's see if we can't find Warburton. Where is he? There he is, Drew Warburton. I want to try him out in that game, that position. Right midfielder, you guessed it, Morgan Pearce is the one that we want to, what we hope will explode into the scene pretty soon. 17 years of age, Welsh player, and yeah, sort of a wrong side of the pitch, but sort of a player that we want to call somebody like Ryan Giggs to take over there. Then we have the defensive midfielder, since Seiwald is we can't use Seiwald. Bellingham is tired. Ross Barkley, I don't want to take the chance with him. So we're going to go with Christian Eriksen in that position. And in the other position, we're going to go with Andy Stokebridge in the Bruno Fernandes position. That's going to be interesting to see. And then on the left side, I am torn, but I think it's going to be Shola Shortire. Then in the attack, we're going to go with Šeško. And then I think, should I use Chino, McAvey, or Andrew Harper? I think we're going to give Andrew Harper the chance today. On the bench, we will not have Henderson as a goalkeeping substitute. We're going to have Adam Ferguson. And we're not going to bring Varane into the game at all, since he's as tired as he is. So we're going to have Kenneth Taylor there. We're going to have Dalot on the bench. And let's have Ross Barkley on the bench. Brad Faulkner. 2 more to go. Garnacho and Rashford. This is the team. So let's see if we can beat Wrexham with this team in the FA Cup. 3rd round on Old Trafford against Michael Carrick. Let's see, his name should show up here. Manager Michael Carrick. Never press on him. Okay, we will never press then. And we should be favourites, even though we're using all of those reserve and youth players that we are. We should still be favourites to beat Wrexham. I don't know how far down they are though. They might not be. But they could maximum, if they won every single season, I think the maximum can be in League One, so still shouldn't be a problem. And they get a red card here. They get a player sent off, which should make it even easier for us to go through in this here. So now, if we lose this game, well, that would be an embarrassing thing if we lose out against Wrexham. Even before they got somebody sent off. Now they have a player sent off as well. So here's Pierce coming through, but tries too much. He should just have shot or passed there, not. But here's Eriksson with the corner, and there is, ooh, I think that was Arnell with the header. A good header, but a good save by their goalkeeper. So another corner by Eriksson. He floats it in, and there's, ooh, throw in for us. 12 minutes has gone. They have 1 player sent off, but still no goals though. There's Lamptey to Šeško to Pierce to Eriksson, back to Pierce. Pierce, ooh, Šeško. Lamptey gets it in. There's Shortshire, but goes back to Warburton. Gets it into Stokebridge. Gets it out to Lamptey. Lamptey to Eriksson, to Pierce, to Lamptey. Can they get the ball in? No, he gets it back to Eriksson, but Eriksson gets it back to him, and didn't really any good there. Shortshire, Harper, Warburton. Can he get the ball in? No, he can get a corner, or no, he could not. But we've been dominating the game, which it's supposed to be as well. We've been playing just outside their penalty area, and there is Šeško with 1-0 for Manchester United. Here we go. The first goal has been delivered, and oh boy, does that feel great. Good goal by Šeško, and yeah, marvellous. And perhaps Ross Barkley will come on in the second half instead of Eriksson, to give Eriksson some well-deserved rest there. But yeah, corner from Eriksson here. And there is Harper. Andrew Harper. But it looks like it was offside. VAR checking, and it's awarded! Oh, Andrew Harper gets to score again in the first team. Must be a marvellous feeling being in the youth team and scoring for their first team here. Another corner from Eriksson. And there's Šeško, and oh, Morgan Pierce goes down. It looks like a penalty. Who's going to be getting to shoot this if it is a penalty? VAR is checking it, and it's awarded. I wasn't quick enough. I wanted to change it to Morgan Pierce, but I guess Eriksson can take it. And he scores. It's 3-0. It's half an hour into the game. And, yeah, we are dominating this game, which we were supposed to be. So, of course, Ericsson is going to go off after first half. And I have a little feeling that I want to take out De Ligt as well and put in Taylor there, so to give... partly to give De Ligt some rest and partly to give Kenneth Taylor some game time as well. De Ligt, Lamptey, Pearce. Come on, Pearce. Morgan Pearce to Shesko. Shesko gets it to Lamptey. Lamptey to Pearce. And back to Pearce again. Come on, he needs a couple of goals in order to improve his average rating and self-confidence and everything. Here's Lamptey. Here's Ericsson. Lamptey. Ericsson. Back to Lamptey. Ericsson, and gets it in. And there is Stokebridge. Interesting game so far, I think. We've been having good control of it and everything, but yeah. I don't think they've had a chance to get out of their side of the pitch, which is, of course, a sign of strength from us. Here's Shortire. Shortire, moving all out, getting the ball in, but it gets way too far. But get to Pearce, to Lamptey, to Harper, but Hudson is standing just where he's supposed to be there. De Ligt to Ericsson, to Pearce, to Lamptey. Lamptey gets by here, gets it to Pearce. Pearce, a good dribble by Pearce there, gets by his players, but I think he was in a little too much of a hurry there. But here's Shesko through, and good save by their keeper there, I must say. To be able to save when Shesko is free on goal, that's a good thing. Not for me, but for their goalkeeper. He's been the best player in Wrexham. 7.5. But he have been bombarded, so he has had a lot to do, their goalkeeper. And the first half is over. 3-0, which is a good result for a first half, I think. So I'm just going to pump my fist and go out there. And let's get the second half on the way, and it's just going to be 5 minutes or something like that. Then Ericsson is going to come off, and yeah, I'm going to think about who else is going to come off. Yeah, De Ligt was it. Yeah. Let's take out, let's give Ross Barkley the chance. Let's take out and give Kenneth Taylor the opportunity, and Ericsson scores before he leaves the pitch. That's interesting. A free kick, a beautiful free kick. And it's 4-0 for Manchester United. And yeah, we do have one more change to do if we want to. Let's see if there's any interesting subs. We score again through Stokebridge. That's good. I think Adam Ferguson, let's give him an opportunity. Oh, it's disallowed. That's unfortunate. Pearce with the free kick, but Stokebridge was offside there. But then, let's see what happens here now. 4-0, and we have done all our 3 changes, and we have put in some more youth players and stuff, and especially then Taylor. Barkley's not a youth player, but especially Adam Ferguson, the young goalkeeper, coming in for David De Gea. Let's hope he doesn't screw things up here for us. Lamptey, Shesko to Pearce. Here comes Pearce. Pearce gets it in there, and Stokebridge is there. They seem to work good together, Pearce and Stokebridge. 2 players who I believe and hope that within 5 seasons will be my will be ordinary on there. Oh, Morgan Pearce get to score. Super. I think Pearce and Stokebridge have a very good chance that within 5 years being ordinary in my midfield. There's short tire to Stokebridge. Finding Harper and Harper out to Pearce there, and Pearce gets that 5th goal for the team. Incredible. Here's another free kick from Pearce, and Barkley's there. He heads it over. So it's been a good game this. My lads have played very well. Was never a problem, even though we're playing with a lot of and played with a lot of reserves and youth players and stuff like that. So this is Harper through. Harper, he almost got a second chance to that one, but as I said, their goalkeeper has been brilliant today. Even though he's let in 5 goals, he's been brilliant. He's done some extraordinary saves today, and yeah, it just goes to show that you can have the game of your life and still get beaten to bits. Bit of a shame. 7.8 he's been having in average rating on the goalkeeper, and still he's let 5 goals in behind him because of the rest of the team, so to speak. Shesko, oh, Pearce back to Shesko again, and there's another goal. There's not much he can do. The goalkeeper is again completely without a chance. He can't do anything about this opportunity. There's no chance. The goalkeeper, I mean, he's been brilliant for them. And still he let in 6 goals. That's... I don't envy him. But yeah, so short tire. Gets it into Pearce, down to Barkley, up to Harper. That's number 7. Now the team has totally lost it. Wrexham has given up completely. And they are showing their throat. And they just can't stand it anymore. They don't have any power to resist us. And we just continue to pound on them. Lamptey. Pearce. Oh, Pearce goes down, and that's another red card. Or is it? Maybe it's just a yellow. It's going to be a VAR check for penalty. No penalty, so it's a free kick, but now sending off. And oh, I don't think it was a card even. I think he had that card before the incident. So yeah, interesting. Oh, here's Warburton with a throw-in. Stokebridge. No, couldn't get that control of that one. Here comes Wrexham. Oh, Palmer. Back to MacDonald. Gets it up to Lee. They have a bit of a control of the ball here. I don't like that. Don't like this. They shouldn't be able to make a goal here now. I would be really disappointed. Now, here we steal the ball. Has Harper. Stokebridge. Finding Shesko. Shesko. Oh, another good save by Hudson. I mean, letting 7 goals in and still making the game of your life. That's such a weird thing to happen. It must feel extremely weird for the goalkeeper. I mean, I've seen games like that. I think it was in the 80s. I saw Malmö FF against Mechelen. where Mechelen beat Malmö with 4-0. But Johnny Fadel, who was the goalkeeper in Malmö, probably made the best game he's ever had in his entire life. He was really, really good in that game, and Malmö lost with 4-0. That was a very weird memory for me, but something like this for this goalkeeper. But a lot more goals being let in. 7 goals instead of just those 4. Just 4 goals is a lot of goals as well. So Harper, Warburton, Stockbridge, Harper, Warburton, and game is over. It ends 7-0. A brilliant way to start the FA Cup this year. That's nice. And I guess I'll just see you in the second leg game against Chelsea, which is coming up next. And so we're here, second leg of this Carabao Cup semi-final. You can see we have a lead with 4-0. Let's get in and see which players we can use today. Definitely not going to be Luke Shaw, though. I think Diego Dalot is completely healthy now. Let's see if we can find him. Diogo Dalot. Come on. Where are you, my friend? There he is. So let's bring him in instead of Luke Shaw. De Ligt, they were telling me that he was a bit tired, but he looks okay. So maybe he'll just leave after the first half. And yeah, not much else to say or do. I think we have the players on the pitch that we want to have. I think we want to play with this kind of good team. Really pleased with how the reserve players did in the FA Cup, of course. But let's get this game on the way and see what we can do in this second leg against Chelsea. We have a 4-0 lead. We shouldn't drop it now that we have our very best players on the pitch. Most of them have been resting in the FA Cup, so it shouldn't be any problems in that way. Let's just get on with it. Pump our fist. And yeah, I did see the other semi-final is between, I think it was Newcastle and Sheffield United, where Newcastle won the first game with 2-0. So this could become the Carabao Cup that was in real life this year's Carabao Cup. That means Manchester United against Newcastle. But first we need to keep this lead alive, this 4-0 lead against Chelsea. And after that, Newcastle needs to keep their lead up if they are going to reach the final. So yeah, going to be interesting to see who we're going to face in the final. If we reach the final, I should say. I shouldn't take anything out in advance, even if it should be impossible for Chelsea to come back from 4-0 when we have the best team on the pitch, when we have our best team on the pitch as we have, and plenty of them has been rested as well, so not a lot of fatigue and stuff like that in the team either. So of course we should be favourites to go to the final here. There should only be a microscopic chance for Chelsea to turn this around. It's been an interesting season so far. We've been playing very, very well. Bit of luck there. Vinny Jr. couldn't score that. Completely alone with my goalkeeper De Gea, but he missed the goal. We were lucky there, I must say. Mount he finds Gallagher, and Gallagher, a better effort than Vinny, I must say. So yeah, his Mount with a free kick. Ooh, good twist on curl on that one. But doesn't get very dangerous. A couple of my players are starting to play quite good. De Ligt, Bellingham, Fernandes and Haaland. So I'm leaning towards... Oh, and Mbappe! Oh, but it seems like it's offside. Yep, it's disallowed. Yeah. Yeah, it's offside. Too bad, too bad. Fernandes, Davis. Oh, Haaland. Ooh. Baxter saving that one. James. Here comes Chelsea. Ah, good one. Mbappe. Adeyemi. Mbappe. Haaland finding Davis. Alphonso Davis to Adeyemi into Haaland. Oh. We haven't been able to score. It's been an even game, I must say, and we are lucky not to have let a goal in. 2 really good chances they've had. And we've had some good chances as well, and we've even had the ball into the net, but it was offside, of course. So let's pump our fists and go out there and try to seal this game so that we can play in the final pretty soon, I hope. Sometime in February, I know it is. There's Baxter racing it long towards Lukaku, but no, there's Dalot. And that opportunity ran out. There's Davis, Adeyemi, Fernandes, Davis, Bellingham, Haaland finding Adeyemi and Adeyemi. Oh! So a corner. And Fernandes, I guess. Yes, Fernandes with the corner. And, oh. Bellingham. Getting a control of that ball. That's good. So Chelsea trying to get into it. Timber. That's the defender that Erik ten Hag wanted from, I think it's from Ajax, right? But he didn't get. Dalot. Fernandes, Bellingham, Dalot, Fernandes, Davis. Back to Varane, to De Ligt. De Ligt bringing the ball up. Here's Haaland. Haaland to Sancho, to Bellingham, trying to find Adeyemi, and he finds him, and oh! Another good opportunity, and it's a corner for Manchester United. Bruno Fernandes. Headed away. Dalot with a throw-in to Sancho. Fernandes, Haaland. Ooh! He had that opening so long, and once he started to shoot, when he did shoot, the defender closed the gate there. It was open so long. Dalot, De Ligt, Ferdinand, Varane, Davis bringing the ball up here. That's good. Mbappe, Adeyemi, and oh! Dang it, Varane. Mbappe finding Haaland. Olé! 1-0 Manchester United, and it's 5-0 on aggregate, and there shouldn't be any possible way for Chelsea to do a comeback now. I think we're going to take out Sancho and give Brad Faulkner an opportunity to play. De Ligt is going to come off, and we're going to give Anel the opportunity to play there. And yeah, this is good. Fernandes. Ooh, this looks like it's going to be a penalty. Let's have a VAR check on that. Penalty review. And the decision is penalty. Kylian Mbappe with the penalty. Let's see if he can put this away to make it 6-0 on aggregate. He does. It's their 19th goal of the season. Kylian Mbappe. 6-0 on aggregate. I thought it was going to be a struggle to beat Chelsea, but we're really beating the crap out of them, I must say. So yeah, that's good. That's good. Davies, Varane, De Gea, to Faulkner. Faulkner to Fernandes. Out to Mbappe. Finding Haaland. Haaland. Oh. I think we're actually going to give some minutes to Rashford here today. I believe he earns it. He have earned to have some play time today. De Gea. Anel. Fernandes. Trying to reach Faulkner. He does reach Faulkner. Faulkner reaching Rashford. Rashford. Oh! That was a close one. Fernandes with the corner. Nope. Outside from Haaland, I think it was. Baxter with the goal kick. Varane. Fernandes. Mbappe. Fernandes. Mbappe. Oh, Davies didn't run there. Faulkner. Haaland. Dalot. Bellingham, Dalot, Bellingham, Fernandes, Varane, Fernandes, Davies, Rashford. Ooh. We have a good side, I must say. Dalot to Haaland, Dalot, Diogo Dalot. Getting some static here now. Some strange lagging or whatever. Oh! Last time I think it was the software for the drivers for the graphic card that made it happen, but I don't think they've come up with a new driver in the middle of this. But okay, Rashford, Mbappe, Bellingham, finding out to Davies, Alphonso Davies, gets it in, Rashford, ooh, that's his third chance. Let's see here, and Bruno Fernandes. Haaland. Ooh. Baxter is there. Clinging to that one. Oh, Faulkner. Doesn't get a card. That's good, though. Played okay. 6.9 in average rating. That's as good as Marcus Rashford. 85th minute. So we are through with 6-0 on aggregate. That is... a very, very good result, and keeping in mind that the 4 of those goals were scored on away turf is, of course, extremely well. We just closed the game here at home with those 2 goals, and it's been a delicious cup adventure. Both reaching the final of the Carabao Cup here now, and of course beating out Wrexham and getting Blackpool in the next round of the FA Cup. For any of you who might be interested in knowing that, let's move on here because it's the last game of this episode. So we're going to go through a little here what we see. How it looks in the club at the moment. We're going to face off against Liverpool at our very first game in the next episode. So that's going to be interesting. Let's have a look at the finances. We don't have a very good balance. Let's look at that. 48 million. 48 million is all we have left. There is a big possibility that we're going to be in debt once the season is over. So we cannot hope to buy any players. We need to sell players if we... Holy smokes. But we do get a lot of sponsor money in. That's for sure. I mean, 75, 47, 46 and a half, 27, 24. So we do get a lot of money in each season. But I didn't realize that we were this bad in total balance. And we have lost £100 million this month. Now, hopefully that will be turning around a bit once we get into when the Champions League starts and stuff like that. Hopefully we can win some money by going through in that tournaments and stuff like that. And of course, depending on where we end up in the league, that will help our financial situation as well. But only 48 million pounds on the bank. That is a bit worrying, to be honest. I knew we were having a shortage of money, but that we were this poor, it's going to be a tough season. Next season is going to be rough as well then. And this is the club vision, and I'm not going to try and get anything then. Make any demands would be pretty stupid, looking at things like they are at the moment. But aside from the financial situation, it looks quite brilliant in the club, and hopefully we will not have a problem at the end of the season. We will hopefully have enough money to be in the greens again, so to speak. Let's have a look at the schedule here. What do we have left to play here? We have a lot of Premier League games, of course. We have the FA Cup coming up against Blackpool. We have Real Madrid in the Champions League. That's going to be a tough game. That's a very long in between those two games. 20th of February to the 13th of March. That's a long wait. And then we're going to play the final in between there as well in the Carabao Cup. So, yeah. But look at this. We have 2 lost and a draw so far this season. We've lost against Tottenham in the league there. We have drawn against Arsenal in the league there. And we lost against Olympiacos in the Champions League. That's what we've lost and drawn this season. All other games have been winnings. And, yeah, we've been brilliant this season. And let's hope that that can continue. Taking a look at the competitions, I think we're still in every competition. We're still in the Premier League. We're still favourites to win it. 55 points. We're 9 points ahead of Liverpool with 1 game in hand to play as well, which is marvellous. Champions League against Real Madrid will be a very tough game. But with no injuries and no suspensions, I see no reason why we shouldn't be having as good a chance to go through as Real Madrid has. So, yeah, it's going to be interesting. We won the UEFA Super Cup. We did win we didn't win. We are still in the FA Cup. We are going to Wembley to play the Carabao Cup final. We won the Community Shield. So, yeah, it's looking out to be a really good season, but we still have to go all the way, so to speak. We need to get over that finishing line before we can celebrate too much here. The league looks like we should be winning. We shouldn't be dropping that much, even if we're not going to continue with this good form in the entire season. Now the cup games are another story. It's just one game, any or two games, and anything can happen in those games. So yeah. But I hope you have enjoyed this episode. Do like, subscribe, and all that nice stuff. Stay safe out there in this dangerous world. Have tons of fun. And I'll just end with bye 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 bye.